Okay, welcome everybody to our Shred Zoom. This is a super fun time to be together and talk about where we're heading for the new year and some things some bad habits maybe we want to leave behind. Am I the only one that might have a bad habit that I want to leave behind in 2019, and maybe a couple new ones, or they might be old friends that we want to pick up and go, oh, remember you? Let's take you into 2020. You're a good habit. Hannah, welcome. It's so fun to see friends popping on here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and mute. I'm going to mute you out, Hannah, just while we're recording. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Say hi.
I was just saying, okay.
Oh.
I'm running behind.
Oh, you know what? I was too.
You're not far behind us at all.
You're in good company, but it's all fun. It's fun to be together. Super fun to see your face. Okay, we are launching into it and talking about, we're going to leave some bad habits that maybe aren't serving us the best behind in 2019, and we're going to launch into 2020 with some new habits, or maybe some old habits that we forgot that are good ones, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense?
You mean like how I exercised in the past and I'm still supposed to do that?
That.
Like regularly.
Wait, what's exercise?
I don't know.
Like that. Sometimes we play a little during the holidays, right? And then I don't know if you're like me, and I know Mindy too, but it's kind of a relief to think about shaping things up.
Yeah.
And getting into better shape before we do the unveiling of the, taking off the sweaters and the scarves in the spring and launching into skinnier clothes and just feeling more vibrant. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to share screen and just talk about what we're up to a little bit. And I am 61 years old, so technology, yeah, whatever. I can do this, right?
Totally.
Okay. So I'm going to pop up the guidelines. Okay. That's a little bit messy, but can everybody see the guidelines on the screen?
Yes, we have nodding.
There's nodding going on. Ooh, that makes it better, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay. So we're going to talk about it a little bit first. There, my assistant. Okay, we're going to talk about it a little bit first, and then we'll let you hear a couple of stories. So first, oh no, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to have Megan tell her story first, right?
Well, we're already doing this, though.
All right, we're doing it this way. Fly by the seat of our pants. All right, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Shred 10 before we go into stories. And I really like this. We've revamped it a little bit based on everybody's feedback. And so Shred 10, does that mean that you're going to lose 10 pounds in 10 days?
That sounds nice.
No. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, I wish.
Right?
But realistically, I mean.
That doesn't tend to be the wise way to do that.
It isn't. It doesn't produce life change. And what we are looking for is making changes that are going to go with you into your future and build a really good, solid foundation. So Shred 10 means there's 10 guidelines. So we're going to go over that. But as we're going over it, I just want you to keep in mind, I feel like I want you to raise your hand and promise not to get overwhelmed, because you can choose just one thing in the 10 guidelines if you want. So you promise you won't freak out and you'll listen to all of them and pick one?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Good. All right. So, because I just know how I am, and I tend to be like, I can't do all that, so I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, so I'm not going to try.
I get overwhelmed, and then I shut down. Am I the only one? Okay, good. So here's the 10 guidelines. So the first 5 are things that we would want to ideally add in. And the first one is add more plant foods. And then many of us on the screen are just totally addicted to what I call my magic beans, our Juice Plus capsules. We take those every day. And we're not going to, if you're new, the person that invited you can tell you more about those, and you're going to hear more about them in the stories that you hear as well. But we're going to add more of those in every day. That's where we'd like you to start. If you haven't done anything yet, my suggestion, my recommendation would be start there with number 1.
You mean number 1 is number 1?
It's sort of like start at the very beginning.
It's a very good place to start.
For the Sound of Music fans in the crowd. Oh, we are on a roll tonight. It's the Melanie and Mindy show. I didn't even introduce myself.
Oh, I know who you are.
Hi, my name is Melanie Hurley.
Hi, Melanie.
My really good friends call me Mamel. So if you want to be my good friend, you can call me Mamel. And I'll be introducing Mindy. I'm just like the holidays, right? I'm a total spaz. I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, and so number 2 is add 1 to 2 of our yummy complete shakes daily. And just so you know, there's so many things you can do with those shakes. I mean, you can just shake it up for an on-the-go drink, because I don't know about you, but I tend to be flying around, having fun all the time. We make it into pudding.
You can make energy bites with it.
Oh, those are so good. The little.
But then also make smoothie like in the blender with chocolate cherry, you guys. Frozen cherries, chocolate complete, plant milk. It's perfection.
No. It's chocolate banana peanut butter. That's perfection. I got Megan on that. She's like, yeah. So, hot chocolate.
Oh,
yes. I was getting ready to say hot chocolate.
Yeah. So you can do so many things. So when you see shake, I just want you to know there's so much fun you can have. It's a smoothie mix, and there's so much you can do with it. Because some people don't like the texture of smoothies, but they like pudding, right?
Right. Also, it's cold in the winter.
Right. So hot chocolate. Okay. Number 3, drink your water. I hate that one, just so you know.
You're getting better at it.
Every day. Okay. Number 4. This is so important, you guys. I've spent the last 6 months of my life learning to slow down, because you can tell I'm a total spaz. I'd like to move all the time, but take 10 deep breaths and get 7 to 8 hours of sleep daily. It's so good for us. And it's so easy to think about, I need to eat less. I need to lose weight. I need to do this or that. But you know what? This is just as important. So even if you chose number 1, and number 4, I'm just during the month of January going to focus on my sleep. Your body would be so happy with you. Number 5, exercise most days. We know that's a good thing to do. Okay, then we're going to go into, there's a few things that, all of these habits are things that are going to give you the best health experience possible. And what we're looking at is a 4-month commitment to your health. Actually, I like to think of it as an investment in your health. We invest in all sorts of things, right? And a lot of times we forget to invest in our own health. And so that's what we're doing. When we do the Shred 10, we look at these guidelines and we think about going forward into 2020, which one of those do I want to pick, or which combination of them to invest in my health? And Juice Plus ships in a 4-month supply. And so we look at it as a 4-month investment in my health.
Because it takes on average about 4 months to create new red blood cells. So you're not always going to see the benefits that your body is reaping right away, because you're still operating off of old cells that were formed under those old habits.
She's a nurse. She's smart. Listen to her.
Listen to her, smarty pants.
I know. That's why I keep her here. I keep saying that. So far, I have like 3 reasons that I keep her here. Okay, this is the one. These tend to like freak people out.
This is where I sometimes perhaps have given up.
So remember your promise. All right. Reduce or eliminate caffeine and alcohol. That tends to be where we lose people.
Because coffee.
All right. Notice it says reduce or eliminate. Reduce is a thing. If you're drinking 12 cups of coffee a day and you reduce it to 10, that's progress. Am I right? Cami nearly spit all over her computer.
Cami's having trouble keeping beverages in her mouth today.
Yeah, that tea does not want to stay in my mouth.
Yeah. But honestly, it's a thing. If you do that for your body, it's going to thank you. If you're drinking a whole bottle of tequila every day and you reduce it to just one, I mean, I don't know.
You might have other problems.
Well, you might have, but okay. We should probably
maybe not that example.
Okay, maybe
stick with coffee.
That was I'm out of control tonight.
So number 7.
So number 7, eating after 6 p.m. Notice the asterisk. This just doesn't apply to some people. It doesn't apply to pregnant or nursing moms. It doesn't.
They need more consistent calories.
So yes, they can do this. They just wouldn't do that part. It doesn't apply to people like Mindy who work a night shift.
And Megan.
Oh, and Megan too, you're right. And so for you guys to quit eating at 6 o'clock, it would kill you. It would literally, like, you would pass out at your job.
Right.
So the goal is to get a minimum of 12 hours between dinner and breakfast. So they're just coming up with an arbitrary number. So just know that that's the intent of that. And then reducing or eliminating processed foods. And then full on, this is like, you want to have a good experience. These are the worst offenders to the vibrant life we're looking for. Eliminate gluten and dairy, and then artificial and refined sugars. You're going to get the most bang for your buck by completely eliminating those things. But I really want everybody to think about what kind of investment do you want to make in you? It's like, new year, new you. I love that phrase. What do you want to invest in? And so we can if the person that invited you can give you this visual so you can kind of, think about it. And, if you're like me, I'm a woman of faith, so I would want to pray about it and see what I want to do. But anyway, that's a little bit what it's about. And now we're going to let you hear a couple of stories to kind of flesh it out so that you can actually hear more. I don't know about you, but I love stories. So we're going to hear it in story form. Will I ever be able to find that at the end? Yes. Okay, so we're going to start with Megster.
Why don't you stop sharing so they can see her talking bigger?
Oh, I thought I was going to put her picture on the screen.
Oh, well, you can do that too.
Okay.
That works.
All right. And then if we want, we can look at her picture for a little bit and then put her up for a while. Stop sharing for a while.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Okay. I want to introduce you guys to my friend, Megan Sherman. She is just this awesome little Spitfire who came into my life a couple years ago. And Megan came to us through the shred. Someone invited her. So that's why I like for people to hear her story. So I'm just going to let her tell you a little bit more about herself and her journey. So take it away, Megster.
All right. Thanks, Mama. I'm just so happy for you guys to come and hear my story because it's really has changed my life for the better and changed my family. And so here on the left side of the picture is my first shred. When I first started shredding, that was what I looked like. And I started that I think 2 years from today. I started in, I think it was beginning of February, 2 years ago. And I think I would have been 23 years old at the time. So I was in my 20s. I should have had vibrant health, right? I should be doing all the right things and should have had all this energy. And lo and behold, I didn't have any of that. I felt sick and I felt not have the energy like I wanted. And I was working full time, doing stocking shelves and doing retail work. And I was just exhausted all the time. And I was just like, I'm in my 20s and I'm currently 25, but I feel so much better since adding the shred lifestyle into my life and adding more full fruits and vegetables and adding the Juice Plus capsules that are the fruit and veggie powders in it. And I would just I started adding the good stuff in my body. And so I was getting awesome results and I felt so much happier and so much more vibrant health like we're talking about tonight. And it just was night and day difference. and also the community around it helped me and supported me as I was growing this journey. And I'm just so thankful for joining this community, because it's I've lost so much weight off of it. It is something that I needed to do for my health, and I'm just so grateful that I was given this opportunity, and I saw it on one of my friends' Facebook posts, and I was like, I need a change, and this is definitely what helped me and changed me for more better and awesome person that I'm becoming, and I'm just so thankful for this program.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to stop share just for a minute so they can see you a little bit better. They don't know you. I think one of the things I like the most about that from that picture, when you start to feel a little bit better, you feel so much more confidence. And I feel like with you, Megan, just your confidence keeps blossoming as you feel better and better. And it's that vibrancy that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been a really fun thing for me to watch as one of your friends. So that's awesome. Thank you. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to have my daughter, Mindy, share. I met Mindy 33 years ago.
In the hospital.
In the hospital. Yeah. Mindy is awesome. I might be a little bit biased, but I don't, not all of you know Mindy as well as I do. Mindy is a pediatric nurse who works in the pediatric ER at our local hospital. So she also brings to us a more medical mindset about, the ways that we're investing in our bodies. So I always love for her to share so that we can hear about why this makes sense to a nurse. And from all the things that you see in the ER and all that, I always love for you to bring that in. So let me find your pictures, because Zoe, the things that happen.
Yes.
All right. So again, technology is a thing, right?
That you're mastering.
I get better at it every day.
Do. You totally do.
I don't have a block at all, right? Oh, hit it while I'm putting up pictures.
So I first heard about Juice Plus like 13 years ago. So I've been taking it for a long time, and it's totally transformed my health over the years. So you'll see that in this picture, because July 2007, I had just started taking Juice Plus not long before that. I was a brand new nurse. Nursing school kicked my butt from here to tomorrow and back again. I was so sick all the time. It was beastly. I started taking Juice Plus. I didn't get sick the rest of nursing school. I was like, well, that's lovely, because I don't have time to be sick in life. Like, there's just no way. And then I added Juice Plus. I've stayed really healthy. That's been wonderful. I had a really healthy, smooth pregnancy. You can see my little baby girl peeking through there. We'll look at that picture in a minute.
I can pop on that one if you want.
My cute little girlie.
All right, here's their family now.
So that's Ruby. She's 21 months, and I just had a super smooth, healthy pregnancy, which was amazing. But then afterwards, had some baby weight to lose. Was struggling with that. Was struggling with breastfeeding. Struggling with postpartum depression because I tried to bleed to death, and I had all sorts of complications that nutrition couldn't fix. And was really grateful for my stellar nutrition, because sometimes we don't know when we're going to need it until you need it right now. So I'm really grateful for that, because I really believe that it saved my life. I lost a lot of blood, and was really sick for a while. So, I have this new baby. I'm overweight. I feel yucky. Like, I just feel blah. So we decided, all right, we've been indulging in too many of those things because we felt entitled, because life was hard. And
it was really
hard. And I felt entitled to a lot of coffee and wine and chocolate, to be perfectly honest. And enjoyed a lot of those. Ice cream. Mm-hmm, yep.
Pizza.
I'm allergic to dairy. That's totally besides the point.
Yeah.
Ice cream is delicious. So we started shredding in the fall.
Last year,
when Ruby was like 6 months old. And over the course of, 4 or 5 months, I lost about 35 pounds. And I, more importantly, just felt so much better. I was so much healthier. I had been losing my hair, and that grew back in. You can see it's all full and beautiful again. And
Like, I have to say, as her mother, I don't know if you can see the cursor here, but in this area here is where her hair started to fall out.
yeah,
and
my hairline started receding.
it was
So
very troubling to me as her mother. I was like, what is happening? And just, really focusing on her nutrition. And that was a place where she just really needed to shred some of those. Talk about the toxins too, would you?
Yeah, so I was going to say I also had sunspots, and I didn't think to send you those pictures. I had age spots on my face that were appearing. It started during pregnancy because that was a stressor on my body, and continued afterwards. And that's never something I had had before. And at first I just thought it was aging and whatever. And then we started shredding. And after we shredded for a few months, I realized they were gone. And what I've learned is, there are so many toxic things in our world. The chemicals in the food we eat and the water we drink and the air we breathe. And even when we try to do a good job, it's just impossible to totally eliminate toxins. And those cause oxidative stress to our cells. They break our cells down and cause damage. So the only thing we can do about that is eat more antioxidants, the opposite of oxidative stress. And antioxidants are fruits and vegetables. They're plants. And so the more plants we eat, the more relief we bring to our cells, and the more healing our bodies can do. So when I shredded for a whole season, not only did I lose weight and feel better and my hair grew back, but my sunspots were gone and just energy through the roof. So it's constantly amazing to me the things that nutrition can heal, because I went to nursing school. I've been a nurse for 12 years. I've seen a lot, and it's just incredible to me the things that food can fix. I had no idea. And now I work in the ER, and I see people every day who struggle with constipation, and they come in and they think there's something seriously wrong because it causes horrible pain. They think they have appendicitis or a kidney stone or something terrible. And it's just poop. They just are so full of poop because they're not getting enough water. They're not getting enough movement. They're not getting enough fiber. And people don't know. They're not making bad choices on purpose. They just don't know that if you don't drink enough water, you can end up constipated really badly. So there's so much that food can fix and food can heal. I feel like kids are breaking bones much more easily than they did even when I started 12 years ago. I see kids just about every day that break a bone falling down, and not a super traumatic way. And it wasn't that way 12 years ago. It used to be you had to fall off the monkey bars or the trampoline or the swing or something like that with some force to break a bone. Now they just trip and fall and break bones. And some piece of that is nutrition. I don't know how big the piece is, but a piece of it is for sure nutrition. So I just am so excited and passionate about this because it can heal so many things more than I ever realized. And I love seeing what it can heal in everybody I meet.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
All right. I will stop sharing so they can see you.
And then we get to hear a little bit from Cammie, right?
Yes. Cammie is going to talk to us. I'm going to put some of the packages on the screen, some of the packages that you could start with in order to shred with us. And Cammie is just going to fill in the gaps with whatever it is that you haven't heard yet. All right, let me share again and get those on the screen. I think I'm getting good at this.
You are.
I mean, there it is. Got it. Nailed it.
Yep.
This one. There we go. Take it away, Cammie.
Oh my goodness, how do you follow those stories? I say that every time we do these. The stories
Right?
are always what get me. I'm like, how do you even follow that? I know the girls did a really good job about explaining what it is. I get the fun part of telling you how it works. So the basic package is your omega capsules, your berry capsules, and the complete shakes. What I like to call the omegas and the berries together is the beauty package, because that's exactly where my hair, my nails, my skin get the most benefits from those. And while it says basic, you still get a pretty good punch for what you're getting. The premium package, which I love, because then you get to add in the fruits and the veggies, but you also get to sponsor a child to get your free fruits and veggies. Ages 4 to 18 or 18 to 26 college student, they get the red and the green, so that's fruit and veggie, for free up to 4 years. And that I always like to add in, because, I mean, why would you not give a child free stuff? I mean, it's free. But you're getting the benefits of the fruit, the vegetable, the berry capsules, and then the complete shakes. But the really, really, really the one I really focus in on to get the biggest results is the Shred 10 package. And that's all 4 colors. You get all the colors of the rainbow. There's 30, 40 roughly between the 4 of them, plus your complete shakes, your micros, and your macros. That's where the girls that talk today get it gets the results. It gets the big results. I'm always saying, in order to fuel your body, you want to think about it as a car. Would you put the basic gas in there, or would you want up the premium gas to get the most out of it, and to feel the best? So I always tell people Shred 10 package is where it's at, just because that's exactly where you want to get the biggest results.
And that's what I've done, and I know that's what Megan has done also.
So that's what produces those kind of results.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, good to know, right?
Yeah.
But you don't have to start there, is the great thing too.
Right. You don't have to start there. That's for sure. And like I said, you're going to get results. I mean, that basic package is nothing just to snub your nose at by any stretch.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool to think about, start with the results that you want, and then get the package that fits that. And then the person that invited you can tell you more about the pricing and help you figure out which package is going to meet your needs where you are starting today, which is super exciting. There are Facebook groups to support you. Sometimes we do Facebook Messenger groups to make it smaller and more personal, where you can be with a group of 10 or 15 people who are doing it and, feel comfortable saying, but what do I eat for breakfast? How do you guys get exercise? I hate water, whatever. And you can get the support and the encouragement and the accountability there. So if you're the kind of person that likes that, then I would recommend that. And then also there are cookbooks and things like that can help you with ideas, all sorts of cookbooks.
Grocery lists, all sorts of awesome stuff.
So we've got all sorts of resources that your person can get to you if that's the kind of thing that lights you up. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I'm going to stop sharing and just appreciate your time, and thank you to the beautiful women who shared the stories and helped support us here tonight. The recording will be available if you want to listen through it again, or if you wish somebody else had heard it, we can get that for you. So I'm going to stop recording, and then if anybody has questions, we can take your questions. So thanks for being here.
Bye.